So let's look at the controls and the cutouts that we have in the different cases. So again, this is the Mili, and you can see it has a pretty aggressive cutout for the. I wouldn't even say they're cutouts; they just remove the material entirely. There's no finesse here. But you can see you have easy one-handed access to the controls. Also in the top, this headphone jack is still not quite big enough for some custom headphones, but it certainly works for the Apple supplied headphones. And then you have access to the power. And in practice, this works well with one-handed operation. Everything's fine. If we switch that over to the Mophie juice pack, however, now without the cap, and you can certainly use this without the cap, you have full access to all the controls. No problem. They're fully exposed, and the pack goes all the way up to the back here and covers the camera. However, if we slide out, or rather, if we add the cap to it, I have to get that on just right. Then we lose one-handed access to the controls. You can't really get your finger in there, and you can't really get your thumb in to touch. In fact, I can't do it at all. So you either have to move this into position so you can push the buttons, which I can do like that, but now we're back to two-handed operation. So you've got a case, but you can't access the controls. Here you've got access to controls, but you no longer have a case protecting the top. So the other problem with these cases tends to be the headphone connection. With all this plastic, it's bound to get in the way, and as you can see, here's the connector for a trendy set of skull candy headphones, and you can see there's a gap there. It's just it's not going to make the connection. On the Mili, though, you can slide the top portion out of the way, and the headphone inserts just fine. So you can use that. However, you lose some of the protection of the case. On the other hand, if you're just using the Apple supplied headphones, and in fact most products, well, again we're having trouble connecting the case, but those are going to work just fine, so you won't have any problem there. If we slide this into the Mophie juice pack, you see that this is obviously going to work just fine without the top cap in place. If we put that on and put in the Apple supplied headphone connector, that fits just fine, no problem there. If we go back to the third party, however, again, there's just way too much plastic for that to connect. So, depending upon what you have, this may create an issue for you, especially if you want to leave it pieced together as a case.